joining us. This is Inside Out, where we are helping you to transform from the inside out, soul, body, and image. I'm Allison Larson. We have Lorena Joy Stewart and the lovely Eugenia Battaglia. So we have been hearing from couples. We just talked to one lady who is actually the body image builder.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about body image for just a minute, and I thought maybe we could all give a piece of advice or a tip that we've used. And the one I want to start with is to really stop shoulding all over yourself.
Should. Don't confuse that with the other words, guys.
Right. So I know, we're keeping this PG here, but what does this mean? What does it mean to stop shoulding all over yourself? I learned this principle from a friend of mine, and really, what do we tell ourselves we should be? I should be skinny, I should be tall, I should have a certain length hair, a certain color eyes, or I should be tanner.
Yeah.
And what happens is when we start shoulding all over ourselves, we can't really enjoy what we have. And it prevents us from learning to love ourselves as we are. So one tip or piece of advice that I give to all my clients, just make a list of the shoulds. And then you know what you do with that list? All the things you feel like you should be? Yes!
Burn it.
Oh man, I have this pyro inside of me, and it feels amazing.
She's an undercover pyro, guys.
And you know what? I used to burn them out in the barbecue until my husband said, hey, it's really messing up the hamburgers when I put those on. So I no longer burn them at the barbecue, but you crumple it up, you burn it, you destroy it, you get rid of it. And you decide to love yourself and embrace the things that you already have, the gifts that you have, the beautiful body that you have. And as soon as you stop shitting all over yourself, you can really start to love yourself.
That's awesome.
So that's my piece of advice.
Don't mix up the O and the I's.
Yeah, I know.
Should.
Say that 5 times faster.
Shoulding, do not should on yourself.
You know, I love that, but you know, in my world, that's so difficult because you see billboards, right? Magazine covers, and these people are literally airbrushed to perfection.
Absolutely.
Which brings me to the point of perfection. I do not believe in perfection. Perfection does not exist. It's a myth, right? What people really need to realize, and especially teens, because I see this as being a huge problem. I've got teenage daughters, is that they need to realize that those people are literally airbrushed to perfection. And then there's a lot that goes into it, right? There's lights and cameras and makeup artists and hairstylists and people doting all over you constantly, right?
Absolutely.
That it just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's not reality.
It's not.
So what,
It's really not.
Even
so I love what you said, but okay, I'll throw this list away, but then what, Allison? But what if I'm still feeling that in my heart, though? You know, like I've got veins in my legs.
What you do is
I'm comparing.
What you do is, I'll give you my tip.
Okay,
And you guys have
Tell me.
probably heard me, I've done this with clients on our show and some of my clients for the body expert portion, but it's you write down the things you love about yourself. And just like we had little Abigail, she came up here 17 years old, and she started with, it took her about an hour, started with one thing, her eyelashes. Another 15 minutes, my freckles. Another 15 minutes, and it's snowball effect.
And it just keeps coming.
Next thing, she loved that she has a faith and she has a relationship with God and she's bold about it. Next thing, she loved that she has morals. So it turned from eyelashes to something much deeper. So when you start writing your list and the snowball effect will come, I think it'll roll out the shoulds. And then you start to fall in love with yourself and you look at people that are perfect, you laugh.
I love that.
You laugh.
Because then you can compare both lists and go, okay, I'm really pretty amazing.
I'm pretty amazing. And it builds that inner confidence that you know you're real and you know, I'm real and this is who I am and I'm proud of who I am.
You know, well, the one thing that it's done for me too is I'm able to let go of the shoulds, let go of the expectations, really see through the perfectionist attitude. And
Guilty.
I am, absolutely. I'm a total perfectionist.
I think we all are up here.
Yeah.
We'd be lying if we
Once
said
you
we
can
weren't.
let go of that to some extent, what happens is I start to notice what I love about other people too.
Yeah.
Not only myself. And it was interesting, I recently got back from India and I was able to attend a women's economic forum where I was with women from all over the
love
world.
that.
It was so empowering, and to look at these different women, there were some that were short, some that were tall, some that were fat, some that were skinny, some that had freckles, some that had tan skin. And I looked in every single one of those women's eyes and I saw their beauty, and they were absolutely beautiful.
That's so powerful. But more importantly, it's that we are able to help them see their beauty. Because you can look at someone and see their beauty, but that person, if they don't see their beauty, then they're carrying just, a lot of people live in utter self-hate. I mean, the world we live in, I live in LA where everyone is perfect.
Exactly.
Right?
That's a tough world. Yeah.
So
yeah.
what the beautiful thing is, I think that I love about what we're doing is helping people to love who they are, to see the beauty that you see. And I see you do that with a lot of people.
And this
Allison.
can also play into relationships because, right, when you are in a relationship and you are constantly degrading yourself in front of your partner, I mean, that can be tough because then your partner feels like he has to say, oh, no, you are beautiful, you are perfect, right? I mean, how...
Well, you can't accept compliments either. And we were just talking about this. Someone gave you a compliment, Lorena, and you're like, oh, no. But in relationships, do we accept the compliments that someone gives us?
And also sometimes, I also think that we're looking for that perfect person, which also doesn't exist. How about if we start thinking, someone that compliments me? Not that likes green like me, likes cornflakes like me, but
so,
anyway.
Coming up next, we have two special guests. They're going to empower you, change your life. In the 5 minutes I've met them, they've changed mine. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.